Hey, everybody. Well, it's good that the pandemic seems to be winding down. Means a lot of sporting events are going to be taking place with people attending them. I don't know if I'll be able to necessarily attend them. Not because my wife and I couldn't afford them, but because of my schedule. With my work schedule, I'm currently working a swing shift, and there are other days when I'm on call to possibly cover for someone else. As you know, I'm a road supervisor and dispatcher for a private security company where I live. So, kind of like being a police officer or a fireman, I have to work the shift that I'm dictated that shift and kind of do what I'm told to do when I'm told to do it. I guess you could say that about a lot of people. But with me, if I'm not on duty, I'm on call. So I get to do these cute little videos for you to watch. And I've never really been that much of a sports fan. But I'll be honest with you, I'll sit and listen to people who are sports fans, talk sports with other people who are sports fans. My two uncles are like that. When I was very little, they would be watching games and talking sports over the weekends, and I would just sit there like this, listening to them talk, and I would say to myself, wow, look at them go. And even though at times what they were talking about in terms of the rules and regulations of a game or statistics seemed like a foreign language to me, it impressed me because it sounded like they really knew what they were talking about, and it turns out they really did know what they were talking about. And one particular sport, or two particular sports now, I could watch a little bit and somewhat enjoy would be boxing and MMA. The reason being that, let's face it, when you're a sports fighter, when your job is to earn money to beat someone else up, it takes a lot of nerve to get into that ring or that octagon and beat the hell out of somebody else while they're trying to beat the hell out of you. I mean, let's be honest now, it takes a lot of nerve. It takes a lot of dedication, and to be able to live down a loss in such a public forum, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, if a team loses a game to another team, that's one thing. But it's one-on-one, man or woman, you know. And it was in my early 20s, I used to watch on a certain cable network Tuesday night fights. And it was kind of interesting the way Al Albert and John O'Grady would break down boxing matches, and they would talk about skill and technique and style and how this person might win if they do this, and that person might win if they do that. And to break it down to a science was something that I found really interesting. And I would watch it, and win or lose, I would admire every fighter of every weight class or gender or fighting style, whoever entered the ring or now the ring and the octagon. But there was one thing that got on my nerves, and I know there's a lot of people who can't stand it either. And this is nothing personal against the person himself who began announcing this. But Michael Buffer's "Let's get ready to rumble" was so annoying. The first time I heard it on Tuesday Night Fights, I thought, oh, God. Oh, here we go. This is going to bring a lot of the buffoons out of the woodwork. And they're going to be saying it just like, "See ya!" and "Pie hole. Let's get ready to rumble." I just knew it. That line was a line for losers from the first time I heard it. No matter how many people in the audiences of the events would cheer. And I would always mute the TV, whenever I knew it was coming. I still do it now. And I can't believe that Michael Buffer himself is actually called to private events where he's paid to say that very expression. You mean there are that many people who have a lot of money to hear something so buffoonish? Look, no offense to Michael Buffer, but if you can afford to have him come to your event and say, let's get ready to rumble, well, guess what? There are homeless veterans who need help. There are homeless pets who need help. Spend your money on them. Okay? Let Michael Buffer make his buffoonish announcement at the sporting events. Don't spend the money on having him come to announce that stupid expression. Just record it off TV and play it or something, okay? All right, and use the money for something better. I'm saying that because I'm not a very rich person, but my wife and I donate what we can. We try to help out people as much as possible. And I'm trying to help you out by not sounding buffoonish. Okay? All right. Be good. We'll see you next time.